Despite the record level of spending, Hochul says her budget will hold the line on income tax rates, but it seeks to raise other taxes, including the state excise tax on cigarettes by $1 to $5.35 per pack, which will make it by far the highest in the nation. The budget also calls for a 10% increase in aid to local schools, bringing the total to a record $34 billion for the coming year. It also calls for spending $125 billion to expand full-day pre-kindergarten. There's $7.6 billion for daycare subsidies over the next 4 years, allowing more children to be enrolled, primarily by raising the maximum income eligibility threshold for assistance from $55,000 a year from a family of 4 to those making over $90,000. As has been the custom, the executive budget goes beyond an actual spending plan. It includes many policy issues which are inserted into it and which lawmakers must vote on in order to pass the budget. These include bail reform. She says the law needs to be made more clear for judges deciding that question.
What they tell us is, what are we supposed to do? We have standards we're supposed to look at. Was there a gun involved? Is this, a repeat crime? Was there an order of protection violated? Was this a hate crime? So there's a list of criteria they're supposed to look at on this side of the ledger. Over here it says, but you have to use the least restrictive means to ensure they return to court. I'm not sure how that's resolved easily.
And Hochul wants the state to spend what she calls an extraordinary amount of taxpayer money, perhaps up to $1 billion, to provide funds for thousands of so-called asylum seekers flowing into New York from other countries, in numbers of which even she's not certain. Meanwhile, the state currently has a surplus, mostly due to federal bailouts from the pandemic. But Hochul and her staff warn that within a year, the state will probably be in the red again, in part due to what they and economists predict will be a recession this year. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.